Alright, I'm here to introduce you to Swingers Club Jungle Hammocks. So I'm going to show you how to hang it up. It's the simplest possible system and there's no need for any complicated knot. You just loop this straight through, whop this straight over, and there you go. You've got a whole system so that you can hang the hammock up and from varying heights. Hang the other one up on another suitable tree. Here we go. Probably the fastest hammock hanging system you'll ever come across. Always be careful that there are no big roots or rocks or anything like that underneath you. The hammock simply hangs up with the carabiner on each end. Give it a good tug just to make sure that everything's strong. And you have your hammock set up. For one person, you're completely stretched out, sleep more or less diagonally like this, and you have a wonderful night's sleep. And there's plenty of room for guests. Hey!
3 for 3.
Ah.
Hello, Footy.
Oh no, we got a dog in the hammock. Ah. Now here's a really clever bit, because if you bought the full kit, and this is a Swingers Club sleeping system, it comes with a mosquito net and a roof, you're able to set up an entire bedroom and you could sleep pretty much anywhere. In the tropics, it's absolutely perfect. You've got a built-in cocoon here that's going to protect you, and I'm going to show you how this hangs up now. Swingers Club mosquito net. The first time you fit it, you can fit it like this. If you're going to use it throughout a trip, you can actually leave the mosquito net on the hammock at all times, just pulled up to one end. We just hang this straight through here. Hammock back on. You have a string here, which fits over the carabiner section. There's not a single knot to tie anywhere in this system. Sleeve goes straight over. Velcro fastener, this is the clever bit on these patented sleeping systems. Velcro fastener is going to stop any insects getting down this sleeve. The rain will always drip straight off and straight down these, so that you're never going to get wet. If you're a little bit paranoid about any insects or spiders or snakes or anything like that, an extra dash of insect repellent on the strings is going to be a little bit of extra reassurance. For security, I would much rather sleep in a hammock with an open roof with a relatively low pitch where you can see everything around you. You can hear animals or people around you at night. I'd rather do that than sleeping in a tent. Okay, so now we've got the hammock mosquito net combo. In most conditions you're going to want to sleep with the roof on as well if you're actually out jungle camping. But I've slept in jungles all over the world with just the mosquito net on the top, and it's perfectly fine in anything but rainy conditions. Now, I don't use these very often because most of the time they're not necessary. But there's two tie strings here. If you loop these up, just tie a little bow together, you'll do two things. One is that the net will actually fit a little bit tighter underneath your hammock and won't blow up if there's any breeze. And more importantly, if you happen to be in long grass, nothing can crawl up underneath the... Now for the other clever bit, the roof. Cleverly designed in silver and black. I always used to leave my hammock behind if I knew I was going to on a desert expedition. Until I started realizing that as long as you have one vehicle and at least one tree, or maybe two vehicles, you still have hammock possibilities. So don't discount your hammock just because you're going to the desert. Now we tie up the apex string, simply tied to the point of the carabiners. That's the perfect measure. If you're ever caught out before you manage to set up camp in the forest, you're caught in a sudden rainstorm, this is what you do. And you have a big enough poncho to fit over your entire kit and most of your family and their dogs. So you just simply tie out the roof like this with the apex going through with tent pegs or tied onto any branches. Pop that in there. Given the choice, I prefer to tie it out a little bit higher. Look at where the rain's likely to come from or the prevailing wind. Tie it out a little bit higher so you might have one steep slope at the back and you can have a bit of a view at the front and you'll still stay dry. And there's your Jungle hammock, all set up. Now when you want to pack the mosquito net up, you can actually travel with the mosquito net permanently on the hammock, and this is what you do. Undo your Velcro sleeve at one end, undo the little loop that goes over the carabiner, pull the whole thing back over, tuck it all into this little clever little Velcro and drawstring pocket. In one moment your mosquito net's packed away for the day at the drawstring, and there you go, ready to go. When you want to pack the hammock up, just unclip the carabiners and fold everything back into the big pocket in the middle of the hammock. Take the strings off, you can put the strings in the top too. A little space saving tip here: if you're ever worried about your baggage allowance, boom, you've got a head cushion to take on the plane or the train with you.